Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another Ball Cap Bible study. Got a few announcements we'll start off with today. Some good ones. So, we've got Labor Day coming up this weekend. It's also a big special Sunday for the senior adult ministry. We're going to be moving some pieces around on the chessboard a little bit. The Soul Winners class, which is way down in the junior high room, a long way away from the chapel. They're going to be moving down much closer into our kind of senior adult area that we've been building up over the years. So the adult one group is going to join adult two. They're finally going to merge, and it's been years in the making, which is good because they're both great groups and both really still big enough to be on their own. But at the same time, we were looking at just how many we've helped step into heaven over the years. We've had a lot of people pass away and die and go on. God called them home, so to speak. And so it's just the timing is good, but also that poor Soul Winners class, they've been relegated to the junior high room purgatory for so long. Bless their hearts. I really wanted them down closer with us. So anyway, that's going to happen. You guys pray for that, please. Change is never easy. It's not easy for me. I have to move a lot of things today, books and chairs and pianos and hymnals and things like that. So you can see I'm coming from my den today. Here's my boogie board, some artwork, some memorabilia, tapestry there in the back with that bugling elk, and also this is a fun room. I like my den. Someday I'll give you a sweep look and you can see the whole thing. But anyway, lighting is not so good in here. You can see there's a shadow across my face, but we'll have a good time anyway with our ball cap Bible study. So we've got some other announcements coming. We got fun Leisure Live Wires in September. David Petit, he's an excellent, talented performer. Many of you have heard of him before. You guys come. We're back to $5, so that'll be good. And David will give us a good, really good. I don't like the word show, but we'll have a good time of fellowship, and he'll sing and play guitar and things for us. We'll do that, and then in October we'll have an informational update. Ms. Presley from the Oklahoma City Police Department, who comes and talks about scams and things. There's a lot of new things out. It's been several years before COVID, so it's been 2 or 3 years since we've had Ms. Presley. So she'll be here in October. Always the second Tuesday. I think September it's going to be the 13th and the 11th of October, I believe. So anyway, got lots of other things going on. The Heritage Banquet will be this month in September. So hopefully all of you that come to that got your invitation from your deacons and all. So those are the main announcements. Just keep praying for senior adults. Pray for our nation always on the third Tuesday. Love that. And that's going to be fun. We got lots of neat things happening, and then we'll just have a great time. So, all right, those are most of the announcements. If there's anything else that comes up between now and next week, I'll make sure and include those. Anything major, I don't do the announcements for the high school volleyball tournament for us, just because typically isn't going to apply. But speaking of kids, though, there are some opportunities in the Upward ministry with Van down at the gym. So we could always do that. They're always looking for people to cheer the kids on, to pray for them during their devotionals, to do all sorts of things. So I think they're even going to start off some new sports, maybe upward volleyball or something. But just check it out and go to the gym. It's a good, safe place to work out. If you can climb a flight of stairs, you can get up to the walking track and do that kind of stuff. I know I'm real proud of our Tai Chi group that goes down there somewhere where Van gave them some space, and they do their Tai Chi stuff, and that little group's growing. And if you're interested in some balance training and exercise. Get with Jim Wilson. He does a great job on that, and lots of people have benefited from it. All right, so now we're into our Beatitudes. What really hits me about the Beatitudes that I would like to share is, the Sermon on the Mount is packed with great stuff, awesome stuff, because it comes from an awesome God. But the fact that Jesus starts off with the Beatitudes is not something that we should dismiss. The fact that Jesus says, okay, there's a lot of stuff I could tell you, but here's where we're going to start. Kind of like that. Proverbs 1:7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Fools despise wisdom and instruction. Well, Jesus says, okay, yeah, I got all you guys here in front of me, so you know you're looking at me for blessings, but let me tell you what blessings really are. Not blessed are the rich people in palaces, blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. So today we're on that beatitude. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called sons of God. That's a verse that law enforcement kind of takes on a lot of times. They own it, so to speak. They claim it for themselves because I worked for the Justice Department, and many of in federal prison. So what they predicted about me in high school came true. Just kidding. But as a law enforcement person, you feel like you're there to keep the peace, to get in front of a bullet if you have to, or a knife or whatever. And I was asked at the end of my career, what's your takeaway? What did you learn after all those years, with those kind of folks? And really, my two takeaways are, sadly, what I learned, and I realized, what we learn, God already knows. But I learned two things. One, I learned how bad people can really be. And two, I learned how bad they can be to one another. And so, but the flip side of that is nothing surprises me. Nobody can do anything that will shock me. So, now, can I be disappointed? Yeah, because did I ever expect that from, a certain person or this person or that person? Sometimes I didn't expect that, but it doesn't surprise me. It just disappoints me. So, what does that mean, though? Blessed are the peacemakers. There are a lot of folks that have anger management problems. That's their sin, their temptation that's hard to overcome. We've started to celebrate recovery at our church, and a lot of people aren't at peace with themselves. And there's a little track that I know Frank McPherson and a lot of other people use called Peace with God, or How to Have Peace with God. And for me, the thing is, they will be called sons of God. Well, or I think that's gender neutral. I don't think that's just for boys. But are you a son of God? Are you a daughter of God? Have you made peace with God? But then at the same time, think about the connection that word peacemaker has. Who is the Son of God? Ooh, well, we know that's Jesus. He's the Son of God. And one of his titles is Prince of Peace. So are you really looking for peace? I mean, are you looking for opportunities to help create it? Or do we like to throw gas on a fire? I mean, do we like to stir things up and then back off and watch all the chaos? When I was a kid, I used to like to lay down on the ground and then mess up an anthill and just watch them, freak out and try and fix it and all that. That's how some people are today. They like to cause commotion, stir things up, and then sit back and watch. It's kind of like winding up the old toy and then letting it go. That people like to do that. They're not peacemakers. I'm not saying they're not saved, but here's the thing. Who are you called a son of God or a daughter of God by? If we're supposed to inspect the fruits of others and try to identify, or if you want to be identified as a Christian, as a child of God, Jesus is saying, you might focus on the peace side of the ledger, not the chaos side of the ledger. So anyway, that's, to keep it short, that's the devotion today, the ball cap Bible study. But that's our challenge. Are we peacemakers? Are we focusing on God? Are we focusing on peace? Or do we care about how we're identified? Do we look like a child of God because we're about bringing it down a notch? Are we or is it more fun to throw a match on a brush pile that's had gasoline poured on it and watch it just go up in flames? So and also the difference too between peace and the other side of the ledger is, what's the opposite of peace? Well, it's destruction, it's war. So the opposite, blessed are the war makers. No, that doesn't work. Right now we look over at Ukraine and whoever, and we don't like that. We don't like innocent people getting hurt. That's why we want to be about peace, and we want to be peacemakers. You want to be identified as a child of God. So embrace that verse, claim it for yourself, and then go do it. Don't just read it and wish that was you. Make it you. You do you, and make sure that verse applies. All right. Well, that's all we got today, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget your announcements.